In the heart of the city, nestled between towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, stood the antiquated yet grandiose Hotel Noir. Its Gothic architecture, a stark contrast to the modernity surrounding it, whispered tales of a bygone era. Among its many stories, one room held a chilling secret: Room 13. The tale begins on a stormy night when a weary traveler named Edward sought refuge in Hotel Noir. The receptionist, an elderly woman with a stern face and piercing eyes, handed him the key to Room 13. She warned him about the room's eerie reputation, but Edward, a man of science and reason, dismissed her words as mere superstition. As he ascended the creaky staircase, the flickering lights cast ominous shadows that danced on the worn-out wallpaper. The air grew colder as he approached Room 13. He unlocked the door and stepped into a room that seemed untouched by time. The antique furniture was shrouded in dust, and cobwebs hung like drapes from the ceiling. Edward settled in for the night, dismissing the chill that seemed to seep into his bones as nothing more than drafty old architecture. As midnight approached, he was awakened by an icy gust of wind that swept across his face. He sat up to see the window wide open, curtains billowing in the stormy night. He rose to close it when he noticed his reflection in the mirror across the room. But there was something else, a shadowy figure standing behind him. He spun around, but found nothing except for his own fear echoing in the silence of Room 13. Suddenly, he heard a soft whispering sound that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. It grew louder until it was an undeniable chorus of voices speaking in hushed tones. Edward felt his heart pounding against his chest as he tried to decipher what they were saying. Then came a blood-curdling scream that echoed through Room 13, followed by an oppressive silence that seemed to swallow all sound. Edward felt an unseen force gripping him, paralyzing him with fear. His breath hitched as he saw her, the spectral woman dressed in Victorian attire with hollow eyes filled with eternal sorrow. She floated towards him, her mouth moving in silent pleas while her hands reached out for him. Edward could feel her icy touch seeping into his skin as she passed through him, leaving behind an unbearable sense of despair. The haunting continued throughout the night, with spectral apparitions appearing at will and voices whispering tales of sorrow and regret. Edward was trapped in this nightmare until dawn broke, and with it came silence. He fled from Room 13 at first light, leaving behind his skepticism and embracing the terrifying reality of what he had experienced. The haunting had left an indelible mark on him, one that would remind him of his harrowing night in Room 13. The tale of Edward's encounter spread throughout Hotel Noir, adding another layer to its haunted history. To this day, guests are warned about Room 13, but there are always those who dismiss these warnings as mere tales meant to scare them. But those who have spent a night in Room 13 know better. They know about the spectral woman trapped in eternal sorrow. They know about the whispers that tell tales of regret. They know about the haunting in Room 13. Remember to subscribe and check out the links in description box below.